Welcome, my friends, to the Eat Yourself Slender kitchen. Now, our goal, keep insulin levels steady, no spiking. Insulin is the fat storage hormone. High insulin tells your body to store fat. High insulin also tells your body don't release any previously stored fat. So what happens? We're fat. Now, protein stimulates the release of fat. And one important thing for you to know in the Eat Yourself Slender kitchen is all carbs break down into sugar in our bodies. Some are more complex than others and take longer, but they eventually break down into sugar. It's important, therefore, to keep sugar intake low. Otherwise, high insulin will tell your body to crave carbs. Why? Because that's what insulin wants. It wants sugar, so it's going to give you cravings. Insulin is a bully if you let it get in control of you. And the next step after high insulin levels spiking is insulin resistance. Your cells are smart. They say, stop. We don't want any more insulin. We're not going to open the doors. And it leaves the insulin in your bloodstream. So now it's a vicious cycle. The insulin is in the bloodstream, not in the cells. It's calling out for more and more sugar. You're eating more and more sugar, and what happens? We get fat and we get sick. It's also called metabolic syndrome and syndrome X. And if you want to read more about the science of it, it's all explained in my book, Eat Yourself Slender, but I can explain it to you in the Cliff Notes, which I'm trying to do today. Insulin resistance is reaching epidemic proportions, but not for us. So let's get started and look at some bad foods and their healthy substitutes. Now, first of all, if you grew up in the 60s or in my generation, you were used to drinking orange juice. Well, what about orange juice? This little bottle of orange juice in a 1 serving glass has 22 grams of sugar. Now remember our ratio. If we divide the 22 grams by 4, you're getting 5+ teaspoons of sugar. You could be sitting there with a sugar bowl instead of drinking your orange juice. So no more drinking our fruit. We don't drink our fruit when we're eating ourselves slender. We eat our fruit. We're going to take up a beautiful orange. Now, in this orange, there's 12 grams of sugar and there's 3 grams of fiber. Well, if you read the book or if you've listened to me talk, you know we can subtract the fiber from the sugar, or from the carbs. I'm sorry, let's go back. In this orange, there's 12 grams of sugar, 15 grams of carbs. You can subtract the fiber from the carbs. So the net carbs in here is 12 grams versus 22 grams in here. So if you need to start your day with something orange, it's not going to be this, it's going to be this. Next, so many of you are drinking soy milk. Please don't drink soy milk. If I could take this and pitch it out the window, I would. And I would come to your house and do it. Soy negatively affects the thyroid. It's got estrogenic effects. Please don't drink soy. If you need milk, and a lot of you want to give milk to your children, get almond milk. Guess how much sugar is in this little serving of almond milk? Well, not this whole thing, but the serving. 0 grams of sugar, 0 grams, and only 2 grams of carbs and 1 gram of fiber, so it means it's a net 1 gram of carbs. So that's your choice. Now, I'm going to move to drinks because thirst is inherent in our human bodies, so we do get thirsty. Now, there's companies out there telling us that these things are good for us. Vitamin water. 32 grams of sugar. Oh my gosh. No. 33 grams of carbs. Coconut water. Is coconut water healthy? Read the label. 11 grams of sugar. And if you have teenagers or young ones in the house and they think Coca-Cola is a healthy drink, no, 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 no. They need to go on Coca-Cola detention. There's 65 grams of sugar in this one bottle and 65 grams of carbs. And if it's not your children drinking it and it's you, then you're a bad dog. And I'm going to come to your house and throw this out because what do I want you drinking? I want you to have something wonderful. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Raspberry iced tea. No sugar. And you can find it in your local grocery store. It has less than 1 gram of carbs. I've done just a beautiful slice of lemon. You could do lime. It's so delectable, you wouldn't ever want to put sugar in there. God is good to give us things like this, and we need to search them out. And also for me, I buy sparkling waters. I really love to just walk around the house sipping on a sparkling water, and I buy them by the case in the, the big warehouse stores. And finally, I don't want you going down the aisle, because I'm a salad person, salad, salad, salad. I'm a saladaholic. Do not go and buy prepared dressings. Please don't buy something like this that's in the aisle where it's not refrigerated. Too many preservatives. I want you to go into the produce section and find something that's cold. And this one is a really nice one. It's called Caesar, and you can dilute it with some beautiful lemon juice or some balsamic vinegar, so you're not getting all the calories if you don't want all the calories. Don't be afraid of this one. Be afraid of this one. So let's see what else we can do for substitution. Now let's talk about yogurt. Yogurt is healthy, right? Not all yogurt. No, no, no. Remember this little guy that we were all eating for many years? 26 grams of sugar in this one little container, which is almost 7 teaspoons of sugar, and 33 grams of carbs. Wow. No, 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 not us. We're in the Eat Yourself Slender kitchen. We go for the Greek yogurt. Only 8 grams of sugar and 8 grams of carbs. And guess what? 20 grams of protein. 300% more protein than the other one. So wean your children onto the Greek yogurt. And you know what? It tastes fabulous. Now, what about pasta? Well, there's a couple of things. First of all, let's talk about lasagna. Do you want to make lasagna? Do you want to take it to a potluck or have a family gathering with lasagna? Well, lasagna noodles have 36 grams of carbs in an average serving and not too much fiber. So the net carbs are 34 grams. And we know carbs turn to sugar. What can we do? Look what I've got for you. This is zucchini that I've sliced thin into the size and shape of a lasagna noodle. 1 gram of sugar, 4 grams of net carbs, and 2.5 grams of protein. You just layer that right into your lasagna, and there you go. What if you just want to whip up a little pasta at home? Well, you could get your regular pasta, which is got 41 grams of carbs in a serving. 41 grams. And 2 grams of fiber. So it's a net of 39 grams, which is turning to sugar and spiking our insulin. What have I got for you? Spaghetti squash. Look at this. All right, this is what it looks like in the market. This is a little spaghetti squash that you can find. It's not that pretty. Here you go. It looks like a little yellow football. And then when you cook it, you pierce the skin, put it in the microwave for 10 minutes, and then slice it. And look what you've got. Look at this. And guess what? It does not taste like squash. When you get your sauce on there, your family is going to think they're in Italy. And only 4 grams in a cup of 4 grams of sugar and 10 grams of carbs with 2 grams of fiber, so it's a net 8 grams. You could eat this every single day for lunch and dinner, and you would not spike your insulin levels. So you go Italian. What else? Well, if you read the book, and I hope you do, I have to say bread is not your friend. Now, you can try to find breads that are low sugar. Yes, you can, but they're still very high in carbs. I found a bread that had only 4 grams of sugar, but it had 28 grams of carbs and only 1 gram of fiber. So you're getting 27 net grams, and that's a lot. It's not the way to start your day. I don't want you starting your day with toast, and if you're having lunch and you're doing really well, don't break the cycle by going to bread, because it will convert to sugar, because the carbs convert to sugar and spike the insulin. So what can you do? Well, I will tell you what I love doing, because I like a good hamburger, I like a good sandwich, but what I do is I do proteins. Now look what I've got here, a beautiful chicken patty that's only 150 calories. It's 22 grams of protein. I put a beautiful slice of onion on it. I've got Thousand Island dressing. I've covered it with a lettuce leaf, a leafy green, and I'm going to eat that as a sandwich. What I will also do is go into a deli and I'll order their best sandwich. What's your best sandwich? And you know, they have triple deckers, and they'll tell me, oh, it's the blah, 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 blah. And then I say, okay, put it on a salad, just lettuce. And then you just cut it up and eat it. You don't have to eat bread to feel good and to feel healthy. Okay, now I know you all like to satisfy your sweet tooth. And it takes a while to shut that little sweet tooth down, because he's a bully also. So what can we do? Well, I don't want you going out and getting cookies. Now this cookie has 10 grams of sugar and 14 grams of carbs. But you're not just going to eat that one cookie, because one cookie leads to another. I know, I talk to you all day on the phone, and I've had, counseling with many people who have sugar addictions. I only brought this one cookie in because I didn't want to have 3 cookies in my house, but the norm is people will eat about 3 cookies. So we don't want that. What do we want? We don't want 10 grams of sugar. We want dark chocolate. But guess what, my friends? All dark chocolate is not alike. Here's a very popular brand of dark chocolate, and it says dark special chocolate on the label, but it's got 19 grams of sugar. No, 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 we're not going there. What we want is a chocolate that has 85% cacao, at least above 75%. This one only has 5 grams of sugar in 5 squares, and has 5 grams of protein and 6 grams of fiber. So you can eat this at night. If you're having a sugar craving, you go in and eat half this bar. And if you feel like you need to reward yourself because you've been really good on your Eat Yourself Slender, go ahead and eat the whole thing. But you know what? It's hard to eat all of this because it's so rich and delicious. And if it's winter time, make a cup of tea and have the tea wafting up under your nose and eat the chocolate. You'll be in heaven. So there you go, Barbara's Healthy Substitutes. You go forth and conquer. I believe in you.